Hey there, Taurus. How you doing? My name is Sherilyn, and I'm here to do your weekly reading. This one is going to be for Monday, the 3rd of November through Thursday, the 6th of November. And I'll be back on Wednesday to do bonus readings to get you through your weekend. Okay? All right, so this one's for my Tauruses. Let's see what we get. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Okay, here we go. All right. If you're, oh no, I was doing the wrong reading. Okay, sorry. Taurus, let's see what we're opening up with. We're opening with the Ten of Swords. Well, nothing like starting strong, huh? Okay. Alrighty, that's okay. Here we go. Then we get the Death card. And then we get the Eight of Swords. Okay, so this is your backstory or your recent past. So whatever we're talking about right here has already happened anyway. So that's the plus side, right? We're already past this. Okay, so the Ten of Swords is all about a betrayal. That's what it is. The next card over is the Death card. Death card being all about transformation, basically. Okay, and then the challenge here, what are you two hissing about, is the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is when you are all up in your head. You know, you are running laps in your brain and can't really get out. It's like you're restricted by your own thoughts. Okay, so what we're saying here is it looks as though there was a betrayal in your recent past that was a catalyst to a transformation. Okay. And I do believe that you have come out the other side of this transformation. However, you are not managing to, it's like you came out the other side and you're stuck there. And you're stuck there because of this Eight of Swords. It is because you are unable to, your thoughts are being restricted. You're being restricted by your thoughts. So you're not managing to move forward is what it's saying. Okay. All right. Like I said earlier, this is already behind you. This is stuff we've already been through. So let's keep moving. Okay. So what do we have now in the current? Currently, I have the Six of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Five of Wands. Okay. So the Six of Wands is speaking of public recognition. And I'm sure that whatever's happened here, there is some sort of public recognition, even if it's just gossip or people, right? Sometimes it's not recognition we want, right? It's just people being involved in our business that sometimes we just assume they weren't, but they are. Okay, so that's what you're dealing with right now, okay? Five of Cups would say that you have a sense of loss and regret, which would stand to reason, right? If you've been betrayed and had to go through some sort of a transformation, there will be some form of loss and regret. The challenge in this row is the Five of Wands, which is speaking of inner conflict. So you're very conflicted now about moving forward for some reason. So we have the Eight of Swords and then the Five of Wands. Together, these two both say that you are really your own worst enemy at this point. It looks as though whatever has happened here has happened in the past. You've done what you needed to do to try to get past it and get through it, and then you just can't get out of your head to make it possible for you to get traction to move forward, okay? All right, let's keep going. What do we got in the near future? I've got the Nine of Wands, so you're feeling quite wounded. The World card, because the cycle has ended, okay? And the challenge here is the Five of Swords. It's back to the same thing, it's conflict. So the cycle within this betrayal has ended. The cycle's over, okay? Whether you're still with the person or not, or whether you're still talking to this person or not, it doesn't make any difference. That particular cycle, which was quite painful, obviously, has ended, okay? The Nine of Wands is you being quite wounded by whatever happened, which would, like I said, stand to reason. But when we get the Five of Swords on the end, it's you still wanting to fight about it. You still wanting to argue about things, or you still, it's you not finding or allowing yourself to find the sense of closure that you need, is what we're saying here, I think. Okay, let's keep going. So at the bottom of the deck is the Tower, then the Knight of Wands, and then the Nine of Pentacles. So the Tower is because at one point you had tried to build something on top of a foundation that you felt was structurally sound, right? And it wasn't. At some point somebody disappointed you or betrayed you, and in doing so the foundation crumbled. So that is terrible. It is. With the Knight of Wands, I feel like there is still a significant amount of anger that you are trying to deal with towards this person or the situation. The outcome here, what happens in the end, is you end up with the Nine of Pentacles, which is all about you being incredibly independent and standing in your power. It's all about you maybe wanting somebody near you, but not needing anybody anymore. It's you getting to this point where you are okay, you know what I'm saying? Where you have abundance and you have yourself together and you are standing on your own. That is what we are looking at towards the near future, okay? After that, we've got the High Priestess, the Two of Wands, and the Lovers. So the High Priestess, that is the keeper of the secrets. It's also speaking about your intuition. It's anything that's behind the veil, right? That to the Two of Wands, the High Priestess to the Two of Wands, and then the Lovers. This makes me feel like that you're trying to make decisions while still not totally aware of what all has happened here. And for instance, maybe you know there's been a betrayal, but I don't think you know to what degree there was a betrayal. Or the details, you don't want the details probably, but you don't know the extremity, how extreme the betrayal was. The Lovers being on the other side of the Two of Wands makes me feel like this person's trying to come back in, possibly. Trying to spin the block again, come back around. And they're probably very sorry, and that's fine. But until you know the depths of what has happened and you understand what's going on here, I don't think that you can make a valid decision, right? As far as whether or not to go back, is what I see. Okay, we get 3 more. I've got the King of Swords, the 3 of Swords, and the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, the 3 of Swords is speaking about your heartbreak, okay, which is significant, all right? The 8 of Pentacles is telling me that you were 100% invested in this situation before this happened, okay? And you're still 100% invested, albeit I don't know that you have 100% to invest, right? You're damaged at this point, so it's like you don't have that much to give until you can heal. With the King of Swords, this is how you're now presenting. So you're presenting now as this King of Swords. Number 1, you're presenting firmly in your masculine, okay? Period. For right this minute, okay? And you're coming at life from a very analytical and logical standpoint. You've pretty much taken all your emotions and put them into a little box and locked it up and thrown it off someplace else, so you don't have to deal with them right now, which is fine. If it helps you get through it, then that's fine. But it doesn't put you in any position to answer questions or try to decide on whether or not you want a reconciliation, I don't think. Because you're not really in a grounded place or a balanced place right this minute. I mean, you can do whatever you want. I'm just saying that it doesn't look like that's the best situation to put yourself in right this minute. Okay, let's see. What do you get for the days of the week? Monday, you've got the Devil, and the Knight of Pentacles. So there is something here about being somewhat tied to the devil in some way. So it's an obsession or an addiction that you're dealing with right now that's leaving you very stagnant. So it's not helping you with your healing process is what it's saying on Monday. Tuesday, I've got the 10 of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. There's some kind of a truth. This is the sort of truth. So some kind of a truth that it feels like is coming towards you or that you're accepting on Tuesday. Once you accept it, it looks like it helps you to get closer to your 10 of Pentacles, I would say. Wednesday, you have the Empress and the 7 of Wands. You are presenting as the Empress on Wednesday, but you're presented as a very wounded and defensive version of the Empress, okay? And Thursday, I have you with the 2 of Cups and the Magician. Thursday, it looks like you're trying to manifest this union back together, which is fine. Just try to pump the brakes on it a little bit until you can at least get the facts, is all I think. I think you'll be in a better place to make a good decision if you have the facts, is all. You can still make the same decision. I just feel like you would be in a more grounded place making the decision. I don't want you to make a decision and then have something come along and slap you in the face, you know what I'm saying, because you didn't take the time to see what all was going on. I hope that made sense. All right, that's what I got for you today, Taurus. It's all going to be okay, but it is a process, okay? All right, there we go. Thank you. Clicker.